Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this NAKOOS magnifying desk lamp with stand. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. So here we have a manual. So here are the specs. You can pause and read through those. This also lists what it comes with. And this tells how to use it. So we have an on-off button. We have plus or minus for brightness. And then the mode button is for color temperature. And it has 5 different color temperatures. So this comes with a stand or a clamp. Let's look at those. So it has a thank you card here, a microfiber for cleaning the lens. And there's the magnifying glass. We'll take a quick look at this clamp. So this clamp has multiple orientations. You can clamp it to a surface like this, or you can take this post off here and put it here, and you can clamp it to a vertical surface. And this does have rubber on the clamp here and here. So all surfaces that are touching something are protected. So I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to be using the stand with this. We'll pull this out. So this is a 10x magnifier. Here's the power adapter. And then down here we have the stand. So this is a metal plate, has foam on the bottom. We do have a hex key here for the post. It's already tight, so that's good. So I'll set that down and I'll loosen this screw and then we'll put the magnifier in it. I didn't quite have that lined up, but it's in now. The cord is a little over 4 feet, so I'll plug this in. I'll plug it into power. Now we can adjust this, so I'll loosen this here. And this will allow this to move this way and also to rotate. So we'll get it like that. We also have this adjustment knob. And there's one back here also. So let me pull this out a little bit. So this can pull up like this, or we can put it down real close to our work. We can also pull this forward. Like so. Now if I push down here, that will come up if I put enough weight on it, but it's holding pretty steady as is, even all the way extended. Of course, this does have a stand, so if you're working on some modeling or crafts or something, you could typically just put it right on the stand. But if you did have this off to the side on your bench or desk, you can pull the magnifier out. So let's hit the power to turn it on. So it is a touch button, and we have the different modes. So let me rotate this a little bit so we can see the light. So I'll press off, I'll press on, I'll change the mode. There we go. So it has warm to cool. So I like the really white light there. So that's probably one of the middle, maybe around, I'm guessing it's around 4,000 Kelvin. And then we can change the dimness. So I'll press on the minus to dim it, and then I'll press on the plus to brighten it. So I think that has 10 levels, so it probably has 50 different settings for it. So let's check out the magnifier here. So this can be a little tricky to do on camera. Okay, so here's a piece of paper. I'll move this out of the way, make sure I'm focused. So this is what the type looks like without the magnifier. This is what it looks like with it. Here I have a little circuit board. Let me pull this up a little bit. There we go. So here is without. And here's with. Now if I look through this right now, I can't see it very well because right now the focal length and everything is favoring my camera lens. So I would typically adjust the magnifier to my eyes and not the camera lens, although this would work too if it's how you're operating. So here we could inspect this board, we can check out the solder joints and such. Or if we were soldering, we could do it right here. So I've moved this to the side a little bit so I can look through it, and I like it probably right about here. This is if I'm holding it. Of course I can move it right down towards the work. So about like that, that gives me a good view. And actually, if I tilt it up a little bit, I can see it a little bit better. With the circuit board like this, sometimes you can get glare and it can make it hard to read the chip. So you just have to rotate it around until there's no more glare. So if I hold it right here, I can see the numbers on this one chip. So needless to say, this would work well for magnifying, for doing craft work. You can also lift this up really high and just use it kind of like a general desk lamp when you're not using it to magnify. Because it is an LED light, it's very efficient and very bright. So that's the NAKOOS magnifying desk lamp. A lamp like this is great for doing craft work, soldering. This could also be used for reading small print. I like that this comes with the stand and it also comes with the clamp, so it gives you multiple mounting options. And you could actually have this clamp mounted somewhere, and you could have the stand another place, and you could just lift this out and move them between the two places also pretty easily. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.